Hello and welcome back to Humans and Society. This video focuses on the developmental task theory of Robert J. Havighurst under the subject Personal Development. Before we begin, this is a disclaimer that the concepts discussed here are for educational purposes only and not to be used to diagnose yourself or other people. Seek professional help if you have actual concerns. Human development is a lifelong process. People change as they grow. It can be physical, mental, emotional, behavioral, social, or spiritual. Robert J. Havighurst proposed that during each stage of development, there are specific tasks called developmental tasks that need to be accomplished. These tasks will significantly help in determining if a person is developing at a normal pace. It also makes it possible for people to comply with the demands that come with each stage. Havighurst proposed a biopsychosocial theory of development, wherein the developmental tasks in each stage are influenced by the individual's biology through their physiological maturation and genetic makeup, their psychology through the personal values and personal goals, and their sociology through the specific culture of the individual. Havighurst developed 6 stages of developmental tasks divided into age spans: infancy and early childhood from 0 to 5 years, middle childhood from 6 to 12 years, adolescence from 13 to 18 years, early adulthood from 19 to 30 years, middle adulthood from 30 to 60 years, and later maturity for 61 years and older. During the infancy and early childhood stage, the developmental tasks are learning to walk, learning to take solid foods, learning to talk, learning to control the elimination of body wastes, learning sex differences and sex modesty, acquiring concepts and language to describe social and physical reality, readiness for reading, and learning to distinguish right from wrong, and developing a conscience. In the middle childhood stage, the developmental tasks are learning physical skills necessary for ordinary games, building a wholesome attitude towards oneself, learning to get along with age mates, learning an appropriate sex role, developing fundamental skills in reading, writing, and calculating, developing concepts necessary for everyday living, developing conscience, morality, and a scale of values, achieving personal independence, and developing acceptable attitudes towards society. During adolescent stage, the developmental tasks are achieving mature relations with both sexes, achieving a masculine or feminine social role, accepting one's physique, achieving emotional independence of adults, preparing for marriage and family life, preparing for an economic career, acquiring values and an ethical system to guide behavior, and desiring and achieving socially responsible behavior. Before we continue, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell for notifications. Comment below for topics you would like to be discussed in future videos. In early adulthood stage, the developmental tasks are selecting a mate, learning to live with a partner, starting a family, rearing children, managing a home, starting an occupation, and assuming civic responsibility. During middle adulthood stage, the developmental tasks are helping teenage children to become happy and responsible adults, achieving adult social and civic responsibility, satisfactory career achievement, developing adult leisure time activities, relating to one's spouse as a person, accepting the physiological challenges of middle age, and adjusting to aging parents. During late adulthood stage, the developmental tasks are adjusting to decreasing strength and health, adjusting to retirement and reduced income, adjusting to death of spouse, establishing relations with one's own age group, meeting social and civic obligations, and establishing satisfactory living quarters. It is important to achieve these developmental tasks because they help with the adjustment to the forthcoming changes that are required during the next stage of development. Reflect on these questions. What can you do at this stage in your life? Are you developing correctly? Are you ahead? Or do you need to catch up? The ideas discussed in this video are based on the content standards of the Department of Education. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next lesson.